Good evening, everybody. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, guys. Welcome into your December reading, December 2021. And we'll see, Cancer, what the energies are. But for every zodiac sign, guys, I'm going to do a mid-monthly reading in December. And just to check the energies towards the end of the year for every zodiac sign, guys. Okay, but this energy that we are asking for from my spirit, my divine source, my guide, my angel, my ancestors will be a general reading for a Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer for the month of December of this year, 2021 is coming to an end. Okay, so we'll check your energies. Healthcare change, forgiveness. Okay, so emotions. Yeah, so there is something that you will be, Cancer, you will be closing a cycle which affected your health with regards to emotions that you possibly could not forgive somebody, forget something in yourself, whatever that situation could be for different people, right? So it is that time of the year, guys, right? Moving, yeah. Healthcare change. It is the time of the year when Spirit is saying enough is enough, get some rest and get moving. And out of that energy that has been troubling you for a long period in time. Yeah, see, as we speak, end of an era. Yeah, there is a close. More so I'm getting, guys. Yeah, leaving. Yeah, end of an era. There is something that Cancer, you would be leaving behind and you would not be turning back. That could be something with regards to your emotions that you have got hurt with before, and you might have been finding it difficult to forgive and forget that situation in your life, whosoever did that for you. You know, could be somebody you have been closely connected with, could be a family, friend, member, anybody, spiritual growth. Yeah, you are getting out of that story, Cancer. You're definitely getting, yeah, see, sentimental feelings. Yeah, you will realize in yourself that you don't need to hold on to that kind of emotional, sentimental, something that didn't make you happy. Yeah, self-care. Yeah, they're telling you, guys, they're telling you, yeah, see, heavenly signs. Yeah, you will, Cancer, you will do it because, you're closing a chapter, you're ending a situation, and this closing a chapter is not, what I'm saying is not physically you're walking out. Maybe some of you are or will be changing homes, locations, getting out of a family situation, getting out of an old job situation. Could be anything. Could be anything. When you're realizing that there is a lot of spiritual growth that you would like to manifest right now and during this portion, which is where your own care, self-care will be addressed, because a lot of you guys, what I'm getting, and there will be heavenly signs, there will be heavenly signs, volunteer, yeah, healing from the past. Yeah, there could be signs that will tell you, Cancer, that it's time to heal. It's time to heal. Yeah, and see, body changes. Yeah, everything will change. Yeah, your motivation, your energy, everything that was where you had been feeling maybe low, defeated for some of you, hurt, you were finding it difficult to forget some situations in life, because you're emotional, right? Water sign, Cancer, don't forget. Let's see, end of an era. Let's see what my spirit is talking about. 10 of coins, or 10 of pentacles. Okay. Yeah, could have been neglecting yourself. Not what I'm not saying is that not neglecting in the sense that on purpose. No, it's not what that is. You have been neglecting yourself more so. I'm getting Cancer with regards to a situation that you possibly wanted in your life and you were not really getting a hold of that. And that is where you were. You were working very hard. Some of you guys could have been really working hard in your job, in your career. Some of you guys could be working hard towards your business, money, anything, right? Anything that you possibly dreamt of, you wanted in your life, but you were not getting it. So there was a lot of sentimental hurt feelings in yourself, that you wanted something, you were trying very hard, and yet you were not able to achieve that for some of you. But we'll see. Let's look at your spiritual growth. And this is a beautiful time of the year, guys. With Christmas around the corner, 2021 coming to an end. Lot of, the world. Yeah, the world. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, a lot of things you will see. Another thing is when you close, people sometimes don't get the message when I say, or we say as readers, end of an era doesn't mean that you're closing everything. No. You will be closing a part of your own understanding that has been with you for X amount of time, more so. Okay, let's see at the spiritual growth, what else message to my spirit has to talk to you. So there has been something in your life that, like I said, there's a huge transition. Cancer, sorry, guys, hold on. Yeah, after the close happens, there's a huge transition. And this is, like I said, for some it could be actually a physical change, location, movement, job, anything, career. For some it could be just an internal change. But whatever that change is, guys, it is an end of something that has been in your energetic level for a long time is what I'm getting, but we'll clarify. Please talk to me about self-care here. Where some of you, possibly you'll have neglected your health, you haven't paid attention to your own feelings, right? Where you have been giving away too much in terms of emotional happiness to others because you wanted to make others happy and you didn't look at yourself, what makes you happy, Cancer. Where is that you need to do some kind of work on that story, you have learned a lesson for sure, 100%. You have, that's where you're closing something. Because you're learning lessons, and this could be a part of your Saturn influence. If any of you guys have that influence very strong in your chart, you can check to see that, right? Because whenever there is a growth of this kind that I'm seeing here, definitely there has been a lot of learning lesson for you, Cancer. And you have been going through a period of learning. Right? And that could be from whatever time period. For each person it could be different, right? But this learning lesson was important, Cancer. Now we don't want to have learning lessons. Nobody likes learning lessons, right? We always want things to come to us easy. We always want the good stuff, right? But we don't want to feel defeated or learn any kind of lesson. But in your case, Cancer, what I'm getting, not that you have done anything wrong as such, please try to understand. You could have, but most of you might have done that wrong to your own self. Right? You have not paid attention to yourself. You have not given justice to your own cause and understanding. You have worked for people, you have done good things for people, you have given a lot of love to people, you have, you know, you have been generous, okay? But in return, you probably never asked for anything. That could be one for some of you. In return, you haven't got anything because you really did not ask for it. See, sometimes in life, guys, what I've realized is it's necessary to ask. Just because you're not asking does not mean that you are generous. Sometimes in life, you have to tell people that, hey, listen, I'm doing so much for you. What are you doing for me? It's not because you need it, but because I think what happens to people is if you don't ask for what is rightfully yours, in terms of emotions, in terms of money, health, wealth, anything, people take you for granted. And they say, oh, she's not asking or he is not bothered. Why should I even bother? Right? That kind of feeling. But the moment, at times, you please realize this is nothing bad. When you put your foot down and you make yourself very clear that you are not going to do things for people just because you are a good human being, but if you do things for people, in return, you expect some kind of profit in your kitty, right? And you have to accept that. That's a fact of life. Sometimes, and it's a very common mistake people make, good people, when they are like, oh no, she's my friend, or she's my relative, or he is this, or he is that, or my boss, or whatever that situation, my colleague, and maybe at one point in time they needed me, I have helped them, but in return, when I actually expected a little bit of maybe emotional um, etiquette, not even outpouring of emotions, just some kind of feelings, maybe a telephone call. Oh, hey, how are you doing? Haven't heard from you for a long time. Anything that makes you feel happy and you feel that, yeah, it was worth the trouble of you helping somebody when they needed that. But if you don't get that, you are like, oh, it's worthless. It's not even it was not even worth my effort. It was not worth my sentiments. It was not worth my love, right? So what happens is that energy, the moment you feel that Cancer, that energy bounces back to you, right? And because it bounces back into you, you absorb it. And not only do you absorb it, you absorb and you start to harp on that, right? So this is where they're saying, guys, that this is the time you have to stop harping on that. What you didn't get from people, maybe just accept the fact that it's okay, right? And close the door and move on with yourself. Forgive those who have hurt you. It's not easy. It's not easy. I know that. But, sometimes in life, you have to practice that forgiveness, which is very difficult, in order to make yourself free and happy. That's your freedom. Right? Cancer, that's your freedom. So keep that in mind because it's an important message that I'm getting that I wanted to share with all of you. Okay, so with that end of an era, you get the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. So right away, what I'm getting is that, again, a learning lesson. A learning lesson in terms of money, a learning lesson in terms of your long-term goal, right? A learning lesson with people who have treated you or who have come to you because you had money, for some of you, but they did not come to you because they loved you, right? They came to you because they expected something in return from that story, right? The Five of Swords, which is where you, Cancer, uh, you will know for yourself that people you have interacted with, you know who are the right people in your life, because it could be in a family situation for some of you, I'm getting, right? That you have come in contact with people, family, friends, extended family. You have come in contact with people who have practically used you, and you felt defeated, or you are feeling defeated with all the purpose that you have possibly helped people, right? So somewhere you are feeling defeated. There is a sense of defeat in your understanding, like I said, where you have helped people, or you have come, or you have gone towards those people in your life with whom you probably share some kind of um, domestic relationship, right? Some kind of family contact, some kind of kindred partnership, anybody for anything, right? But with this, what I'm getting, guys, with this, you have, Cancer, you have learned a lesson, or you will be learning a lesson, which is where there is an end of an era, that not everybody that you feel is been good is not. They had hidden motives, some of them who have come to you. They had motives of their own. They have used you, and today you feel that it was, you know, you are feeling that sense of defeat, right? An empty victory with those people whom you possibly have shared your emotions with, your love with, anything, your long-term contacts with, sense of joy being around family, friends, whatever, extended family. But there is a learning lesson, and we'll clarify what that is, right? There is a learning lesson, guys, and this is where what I'm getting, but again, like I said, we will clarify. You're coming out of that situation, or you will be. You're relieving yourself, the Nine of Pentacles, right? You are walking out of those kind of people in your life, that kind of situation that you possibly have that sense of defeat now. So you don't want to be feeling that sense of defeat, rejection, bad. I mean, you don't feel happy. You don't feel happy with those people that you have been possibly thinking that they are your family, they are your friends, they are people you might have known for a long time, for some of you, right? And this is where you are walking out of that story. You're freeing yourself. That's the end of an era. You're freeing yourself from that kind of a situation. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles, right? You're possibly leaving a team, or you're going to build a team. It can be anything for anybody. Please talk to me about the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you could be, like I said, could be leaving your home. Some of you could be also taking a step towards some kind of legalities, maybe, in order to free yourself. It can be anything, right? The Magician and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you had manifested. This is your energy, guys, with the Ten of Pentacles. Look at this. You had a lot of love for people who were in your life, or who still are in your life, right? But what has happened here, you had a lot of love that you have manifested over here in this situation, right? And we'll see. But then again, with that Five of Wands, you have a sense of defeat here. The That's because, yeah, the star. Yeah, that's because you felt there was a hope, a faith, and purpose you had with those around you, Cancer. And more so with a family situation where you have given way too much of love. Maybe you have given way too much of love, possibly because you believed that. You wanted to be a visionary, that love can resolve everything. Long term, you were thinking long term for some of you, right? You were thinking that if you give them love today, a day will come when you possibly will need that same thing back, and then you will have those people for you, right? So some of you have given way too much, where today you feel maybe it's time for you to heal from that situation, because you could have got really badly hurt as well, right? Where you feel completely, uh, yeah, the Queen of Coins, the Star. Yeah, it's possible that you're wanting a change in your life from, there is a lot of burdens right now that you are carrying, um, with regards to maybe monetary situation, people around you. It can be anything, but you have given way too much of love, and it's time to heal from that situation. Right? You have been carrying a lot of burdens. Probably you have been carrying a lot of responsibility, doing a lot of work for these people. You have taken that responsibility on your shoulders, right? To help people you love, people you are closely connected with, for some of you. Please talk to me about the Five of Swords here. Six of Cups and the Lovers. Yeah. See, this is where there has been a defeat, Cancer. And this defeat is people, with people, or with a soulmate, or with somebody you love, right? Where you have given, maybe you had a long term plan with the situation, that one day, you guys can build a home, maybe, have a retirement stuff working out there. Can be anything, but somebody over here, Cancer, with the Five of Swords, you have learned a lesson that the way you have thought, the way you have poured out your love, the way you have worked, you know, with the person or with the situation for whom you have a lot of feelings, a lot of sentiment, has played dirty with you. Has played dirty with you, is more I'm getting, right? It's a soulmate energy, where there should have been a lot of balance. But with the Five of Swords, you have learned that there can be a trust issue here for you, because you being, as the Queen of Cups, that's your energy, where you have dedicated a lot of love, because you wanted to manifest this, the soulmate connection. You wanted to manifest a long-term relationship, right? And you were working on that story. You were working on that story, right? But what happened is, over here, as you are moving and ending a situation in your life with somebody you have been closely connected with, you had a lot of love, you guys could be childhood friends for some of you, which developed into a love relationship later on, where you have matured from being children to becoming adults. But there has been a lot of learning lesson within the span in time. So possibly it also could be possible, Cancer. What I'm getting, guys, is that you right? You guys, you know, it could be that both you guys have gone through a learning lesson with whosoever you are connected with, or just by yourself, you have matured now, or you are maturing now with your understanding because of the Five of Swords. You have learned a lesson. Maybe you were naive. Maybe you were naive, Cancer, right? And you were too much in love with somebody in your life and you wanted to make that person happy. There was a lot of sentiment, right? There was a lot of sentiment that over the years you have developed, you have matured to understand a lot of learning lesson between the two phases in your life. So you could have been very naive, right? Where you have poured in a lot of love for somebody in your life because you had a lot of, you had a lot of good feelings. Yeah, the Hierophant. Yeah, you probably wanted a commitment with that. It was a spiritual bond. It could be anything, but you, yeah, you wanted to manifest that, but as you matured in your sense of understanding, you realize that you have learned a lot of lesson from being very naive to coming to a point of your own maturity with this kind of a relationship is also what I'm getting, guys. Okay, this is where there is a sense of freedom. Please talk to me about the Nine of Pentacles. This is where you are wanting to leave that situation. Yeah, the Queen of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, this is where you you possibly could have been very jealous or possessive of a situation that you could not get through, but you're relieving yourself from that situation. You want to become more stable. Some of you could have lost your stability because of this situation. The Five of Cups, yeah, because there has been too much of grief, too much of disappointment. Some of you guys could have really lost your stability from where you want your freedom. You want to end that situation in your life and get out of that situation in order to move forward, is also what I'm getting. Please talk to me about the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You could have been very, you possibly, again, like I said, you may have not looked after your own needs. You forgot your own situation. You forgot about your own stability, right? You could have possibly forgot about your own freedom, your own rewards of success, right? Because you were too what is the word? You were too focused on giving too much of love. Yeah, the Ten of Wands, right? That's where there was a lot of burden, where you forgot because you were carrying too much of burdens on your shoulder that created a lot of instability in your life. You were burnt out carrying that burden of something that was not stable. This could be a relationship, this could be a friendship, this could be a soulmate, whatever. But this situation was not practical. It was not stable. And that's where there was a lot of stress that was created in your life, right? The Two of Swords. Yeah, where you could not fathom. You could not take a decision, basically. You were feeling totally burnt out over this situation because you could not. But with the Ten of Wands, you're closing that chapter, right? You're at the end of that situation. You're not going to carry anybody's burden. You're not going to carry any more burden, period. You will delegate your work. because you have learned, you have matured, you have grown to understand that sentiments and emotions, you just can't give it away. That is a costly part of your story. You have to give it to people who deserve it, and you have to give it to them in quantity that you think is right, not just giving it. You know what I mean? Not just giving it off. So that's where the Two of Swords, yeah, and the Emperor, where you could not take a decision over this situation and you were quiet about it. You were possibly waiting for somebody to make a move towards you, but you just sat waiting for some kind of decision to come in your way. That did not happen, right? So you're closing that situation. You're moving out of that situation because you have realized that you're not going to hold on. You have matured. You have grown up. You have understood yourself, and whatever you're going to manifest now will be only keeping your own wish in place. That will be your focus. Please talk to me about the end of an era. Look for a sign. Yeah, that's what Angel is saying, right? Look for a sign. You will find your way. You will know it. The situation will improve. Exactly. The situation will improve. Look for a sign. You will know what to do. You will know. Okay. So that is what it is. Then the next part of the story, guys, is a spiritual growth. So once you close the chapter, you're done, right? Goodbye, God bless kind of a situation. That's when you will develop your own understanding. Spiritual growth doesn't happen to you without learning lessons. So what I'm getting is a lot of learning lesson that has happened in the month of December. That's where the transition will occur. And a new you, Cancer, will be emerging. That's what I'm getting. A new you. Because see, the world, right? The world is a completion. So look for a sign. You will get that story. Please talk to me about the world. So something that you're completing, you have learned your lesson. That last chapter is over for you, Cancer. You're ready to move on. Yeah, the 10 of Cups, right? Which is a commitment, a happy... See, you got so many 10s. 10, 10, and 10. There are 3 10s that has already appeared. 7 of Coins. Where you were stuck. Waiting for some kind of a turning point in your life. You're closing that. You're not going to, the Hermit, the divine timing, 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're ready to move on. You're ready to move on, Cancer, from a situation that will not bring you, the 2 of Cups, will not bring you any more happiness, right? So something in your life is closing because you're coming to terms with your own understanding that your success, your money, your stability is your spiritual growth, right? Because it is a combination of your 3D and 5D. Spiritual growth is not just 3D. It's a combination for me. It's a combination of 3 and 5D story, right? So the moment this 10 of Cups, this is something you want happiness. The moment you close, right? Please talk to me about the 10 of Cups. It can be that you're closing a past commitment, or it can be that once you close, you want a new commitment, the 10 of Swords. Are you kidding me? You got all the 4, yeah, there was a lot of pain. You got all the 4 10s out. This is a huge time of the year, Cancer. Huge time of the year, guys, the 9 of Wands. Yeah, where you were tired. You were holding on to a lot of pain in your life. Lot of pain. You're closing. That's end, finale. Done. You're ready to move on. You're ready to move on. Please talk to me about the 6 of Wands here. Yeah, it's a huge close, Cancer. Month of December, guys, take it easy. You will be making a lot of money. You're going towards your prosperity, right? That's where you know your success is, and that's where the success story is coming up. The Four of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, where you were stopped with a lot of fight, conflict, you could not move out of that situation. Yeah, the Fool, right? You could not trust in yourself. There was a lot of fight, lot of conflict, even within yourself. You were finding it difficult to trust people, or you will find it difficult to trust people because you're closing a chapter where a new chapter will open up fresh doors for you. But at this point in time, you will not be able to trust people just like that. The Sun. Yeah. Yeah, trust is the issue, guys. Which is difficult to, uh, like, you will be trying to liberate yourself with your understanding, but again, there's a lot of grief. So it's difficult. It's not going to be easy because you are going into a different phase of your life, Cancer, where you were stopped. Lot of fight, lot of conflict within yourself as well. There was a sense of insecurity with money as well, right? So you were in a lot of pain, guys. Let me tell you that. Please talk to me about the Four of Wands in the reverse. You definitely wanted to move forward, but there was a lot of things that is closing. Yeah, the Page of Cups. Yeah, where it was difficult for you to feel happy. You were not feeling happy. You wanted that emotional happiness in your life, the Empress, right? You wanted to start something good. But there was a lot of disappointment, grief, failure, lack of security, lot of fight, quarrels, anything, right? Possibly you were waiting for somebody to come and apologize for having done what they did with you. For some of them, I'm even getting that. But whatever that story was, right, that you were being stopped from moving forward, um, somebody could be actually coming up and apologizing for all the troubles they have caused for you, Cancer. It also could be that, but we'll see. Please talk to me about the Six of Pentacles. But every time you wanted to feel happy, you felt that pain of the Ten of Swords, and that was terrible. And you definitely wanted a relief from that situation. And somebody could be telling you here that it's time for you to close that chapter. Please talk to me about the Six of Coins or the Six of Pentacles here, right? Some of you have not received love, money, emotions, time, anything in proper share, in proper equal give and take, right? There was something here. Six of Coins. Yeah, the Ace of Coins. Yeah, there is a new beginning to the story with the spiritual growth. The Five of Wands. Yeah, you have learned a lot of lesson, Cancer. Check your Saturn position and you will know, because this looks to me a complete cycle of learning coming to an end for you, Cancer. The Five of Wands. Yeah. There could have been a lot of squabbles with the people around you, with regards to money for some of you, with regards to give and take, where you felt you have given more and you have received nothing, and you want to start off fresh from that situation with your own karma, is also what I'm getting, guys. Please talk to me about the Ace of Coins. It's a brand new start in the tangible world, right? It can be something that concerns your finances too, where probably some of you may have ended up giving away what you had to give, and now you're ready to start your own journey. For some of you, it's even that I'm getting, right? But we'll see. Please talk to me about the Ace of Coins here. The Two of Swords, yeah. You were perhaps caught in a situation, guys, where you were not able to decide on this story, right? You were caught. You wanted to start something new. You definitely had the urge for it, right? But then you just sat in a stalemate situation. You were not able to move, which is where there was a lot of disturbance at home that you know about. That why you have not been emotionally happy is the World, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. This is where you want to close that chapter, and that is where that spiritual growth is occurring. The Hanged Man, yeah. You could have suspended a lot of activities because you were thinking about this situation, right? You have not really acted on it. You could have been in a very stalemate situation because you were also internally, spiritually, the Three of Wands, yeah, and the Devil, yeah. Internally, spiritually, you were lifting your own restrictions. You were letting go of your own restrictions that you had been holding towards people with sentiments that you could not forgive, people who have hurt you that you could not overlook. Lot of things like that. People who have unnecessarily created a lot of trouble in your domestic life, with money for some, taking away your sense of security. It can be anything for anybody, right? So where you were neither giving nor taking from people, but you were just not even starting anything, you were just in a very stalemate energy, because somewhere spiritually you have been progressively moving towards something different. Like, when people see you in the physical world, they'll think that you did nothing. But internally, is more I'm getting, is you will completely change your whole perspective. Please talk to me about the spiritual growth. You will completely change your whole perspective of where you had been stuck in a stalemate energy and not doing anything because of the pain. You had so much of pain, and all the 4 10s are out. There is a huge close. Please talk to me about the spiritual growth, please. Recovery. Yeah, this is where recovery is happening. A lot of time, ask for help from others. Yeah, people are there to help you, guys, to recover from this situation, Cancer. It is a tough situation because you're going through it's a complete metamorphosis in the month of December, but that is what it is, right? And then self-care. So the moment it happens, the recovery happens, you learn to take care of yourself. There you go, right? The Ace of Cups, Judgment, the Five of Coins. Again, you have learned your lesson. Some of you guys could have been feeling very low energetically, right? You could have been in a state of depression for some of you, not really enjoying anything that you wanted to enjoy, and you always felt that you don't have it with you. Call it emotions, call it money, call it love. Like there is always a lack of this situation, right? This is where a rebirth, right? This is where there is a rebirth of the situation with the Judgment, where some of you have not looked after yourself too. Please talk to me about the Ace of Cups. Yeah, self-love, right? This is, you're learning to understand that not, you cannot waste your time for people who don't deserve you. Cancer, don't waste time for people who don't value you. Please talk to me about the Ace of Cups. It's not worth it, because this is where you have done that. Right in the beginning, I said. And they have not valued your sentiments, whoever it is in your life. And right from your childhood to your adulthood, you are, as you have matured throughout with that, understanding of relationships in your life, you are coming to understand what this has been all about. Right? With the Ace of Cups, the Hermit, and that Strength, right? Where you have lost your own power. And you have to reorganize yourself, because some of you feel completely drained of your own personal power because your heart has been closed. You have not been able to give that love. You have not been able to, because the thing is, when that hurt feeling, right? Cancer is what I'm getting, has been too much in you. And this, like, you're taking a stock of your own life. That what have I done? I've only given love to people, and in return, I have been burdened with responsibilities that I have been carrying, and I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. I have not been able to enjoy my freedom. I've not been able to enjoy my money, my fruits of labor, because I lost my stability. I didn't feel stable enough to do that, because all the time I've been carrying other people's responsibility and burdening their own problems on my shoulders, right? And this is where you know that you have to reorganize yourself to get back your strength, because the strength is in your heart and your heart is empty. And that's where your personal power needs to come back, guys. You've been out of touch with your power. You have been out of touch with your own personal power. The Nine of Cups, yeah. Your wish fulfillment, nothing, because you have been out of touch with your own strength. This is where there is going to be a rebirth. Please talk to me about the Judgment. And the personal power, it's because you haven't given yourself enough time to understand where your power is. Cancer. Judgment, the Three of Coins, the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time to expand. It's time to collaborate with people, right? It's time to make new friends. It's time to build new communities. The Fool. Yeah, trusting people back again in your life. It's going to be difficult because, like I said, you have to reorganize yourself, to retrust, to regroup with people, to again gel with people, to work together, to believe that everybody is not bad, right? Because of this situation. So you have to, yeah, it's going to be difficult, Cancer, but you have to work on this energy, guys, consciously. Because you have given things to people who don't deserve your love. And that's going to be my heading. So you are coming out of that situation, which is very difficult. Very difficult. It's not going to be easy, but you have to consciously work on yourself. That's what they're saying. You have to consciously work on your own power and believe that not everybody is out there to harm you. There are good people too. People who can give you your strength back. Your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers, could be voluntary, charitable, anything that makes you happy. Where everybody has a little stuff to put into some kind of a decision to be made, where you will find people who will come forward to help you build something in your life, and they could be your strength. They could give you back your strength and your personal power, which is where you have been disconnected. You have been feeling lonely, right? You have been feeling lonely. You feel that there's nobody there to take care of you if you need help. But of course, you get people. You will have people. But you have to just come out of the old situation, Cancer. That's what I'm trying to say. Because you have learned a lesson. Please talk to me about the Five of Coins. You have to give yourself time here, guys, in the month of December to value your own self more. Right? Where you had lost your own understanding of who you totally are. Because, somewhere you have felt depleted. With all these things, you felt depleted, that nobody loves you, and not that nobody loves you. It's more like you have wasted your emotions on people, on things, on situations where they have taken your strength away, right? And left you alone. Where your heart could not offer because your heart was closed, right? The Ace of Cups, your self-love was not something that you could connect with, right? And that is where there will be a new group of people who will come into your life. With the Five of Coins, you have learned your lesson. You need your wishes fulfilled. You're going to get out of that energy in order to move forward towards fulfilling your own wish in life, Cancer. Your own wish in life. Yeah, the Empress. Yeah, you're going to give birth to. This is your spiritual growth of understanding your own value for your own self. Who you truly are, Cancer. Right? Please talk to me about the self-care here. Yeah, you're getting to understand your own spiritual part of the story very well in the month of December. Beautiful. Please talk to me about self-care. Within the next few weeks, yeah. So in the month of December, you will see a change. You will recover from all that has been going on. Listen to your intuition. Yeah. But you have to listen to your intuition very closely, Cancer. Very closely, because this is the time of the year, where you will be getting signs to recover for your own spiritual growth and take care of yourself. You will feel much better, much, much better than what you have been feeling before. The Emperor and the Empress. Yeah, you're learning to understand your own true things. That you are, it's your time. It's your growth. It's your spiritual growth time. That you bring abundance to your life with somebody that possibly you love. And if the person knows that you are his or her reason of spiritual growth as well, is also what I'm getting from the Nine of Swords. Where the whole situation had been misleading for you or for somebody in your life, going through a lot of pain, guilt, and all that anxiety because of that spiritual growth. But here you are, Cancer. You are learning to grow by yourself. You will not wait for anybody. Let me tell you that. You will not wait for anybody. If anybody wants to come towards you because they believe that you are the reason of their spiritual growth, then it's a different thing. Or else you are going on your way because you are the Empress. You will bring back everything in your own life once again, Cancer. You will, 100%. But listen to your intuition, follow the signs, work properly, work enthusiastically towards your own growth. That's what I said. If somebody wants to come to you because they love you for their own reasons, That's totally different. But whereas you are concerned, you're not going to wait for anybody. You will move on with your own life because you are in that period of fertility, growth, and abundance. Beautiful. Okay. Enjoy this reading, guys. Until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz. Namaste.